Dear students, here we will discuss about the changes in states of matter. In that, thermal energy versus the intermolecular forces. Thermal energy means heat energy. It is energy possessed by the body from its motion of the atoms and the molecules. More the thermal energy, more particle momentum. Because the kinetic energy of the molecules moves randomly in all the directions, more will be the particle momentum. In cold, the kinetic energy of the molecule will be less, the particle momentum is less, then the vibration of the particles will be less there. Then more the thermal energy means apply the heat to the cold body, then the particle motion takes place, kinetic energy of the molecules moves, then the particle momentum takes place due to the thermal energy of the body. Then thermal energy in the states of matter. In solid, atoms are the fixed motion. Atoms are in the fixed motions. They can vibrate back and the four directions. Solids have both definite shape and the definite volume. Then in liquids, atoms are free and slide over and upon each other. The liquids have a definite volume but not a definite shape. Gases, in gases, atoms are free to move independently of other atoms of the substances. Gases have neither a definite shape nor volume. Intermolecular forces in the solids are very tightly packed. Means atoms and the molecules are very tightly packed. Then intermolecular forces in liquid is less as compared to solid, very less in the gases. Whenever the thermal energy is applied to the solid, it may get converted into liquid by the process of melting. And the liquid may convert into gaseous state by applying the thermal energy. That process is called the boiling, that convert liquid to the gas. Then the direct conversion of the gas to the solid without coming into the liquid state, the process is a sublimation process. Then again in reverse, gas may convert into solid called the sublimation. Then a liquid may convert into solid process called the freezing. For example, melting up of the ice can be freezes to give the liquid. Then liquid may directly converted into the gas. Then gas may directly convert into liquid also. That process is called as the condensation process or the condensing process. Here the changes in the states of the matter, solid changes from the liquid to the gas to the solid, again the liquid to the solid also, then gas to the liquid also, then gas to the solid also. Then the thermal energy is the energy of the body arising from the motion of its atoms and the molecules. It is directly proportional to the temperature of the substances. Thermal energy means the temperature of the substances. Then it is a measure of the average kinetic energy of the particles of the matter and is thus the responsible for the momentum of the electron. For the moving of the electron, the kinetic energy is responsible for the matter. Then the momentum of the particle is called as the thermal motions. Intermolecular forces tends to keep the molecules together, but the thermal energy of the molecules will tends to keep apart from them. The three states of matter are as a result of the balance between the intermolecular forces and the thermal energy of the molecules. Let us discuss about this. Intermolecular forces versus the thermal energy. You all know that the thermal energy is what? The thermal interaction is what? It is the energy possessed by the body, it arising from the motion of its molecules on the atoms. In terms of the molecules, the three states of matters are the result of the balance between the intermolecular forces and the thermal energy of the molecules. When the thermal energy of the molecule is reduced by lowering their temperature, all the gases very easily liquefy to the liquid state. See here, in gas, in liquid and in solid, the intermolecular interaction is more in the solid, later on in liquid and in gas. So the intermolecular interaction goes on, increases like that. Gas, liquid and the solid have the more intermolecular interactions. Next, in the thermal energy goes on increases here. Whenever the thermal energy is here less, whenever we will give here thermal energy, the gas molecules will be moves randomly in all the direction as compared to the less in liquid and very less in the solid. The intermolecular interaction is more in solid. Thermal energy is less. Whenever applying thermal energy, the intermolecular interaction will be not means the molecular interaction not takes place. The molecular momentum is not takes place because of the tightly packed arrangement of the particles in solid. The intermolecular interaction and the thermal energy both are the inversely proportional. Means the thermal energy is inversely proportional to intermolecular interaction. When the intermolecular interaction increases, the thermal energy decreases.